going on, everybody? And welcome to season 3, episode 1 of Element 305. I'm your host, Trone,
It's your co-host Gary.
and today, Element 305 is back, but we're back with a little twist. As you can see, we have two new members to the team. Format's a little different, so we're gonna go start with Alan. Introduce yourself, and that's about it. We'll get into the
Uh,
stuff a little bit later.
yeah, what's up? 21. I'm from Brooklyn. I don't know what else to say.
A boy putting out a Tinder profile. Like, it was good. All right, Kurt.
My name's Kurt. Follow me on TikTok, KSmith21.
Yeah, you already know all that stuff is gonna be in there.
Yeah, go Brooklyn. Brooklyn
Oh
has been.
Lord. All right. We don't care. But so yeah, we doing a little bit doing Element 305 a little differently. As you guys know, it's usually me and Gary talking about the Heat, but we decided this season we're gonna do it a little differently, cover the entire NBA. But enough about me talking. Y'all gonna get it a little bit later. So we about to jump right into it. So season starting in a couple of days. Season starts Tuesday. We just finished up with the preseason, just finished up with the off season. So Gary, what was your big takeaways from off season, preseason, just from what you saw?
There was a lot of drastic changes.
Mm-hmm.
Saw like the Knicks traded for a cat. OKC just stacked up more. Now they got Caruso, they got Hardestone.
Yep.
They looking crazy, but there were a lot of moves. It seems like the loyalty aspect when it comes to the NBA, it's like everybody just threw it out the window. People just being moved around like it's nothing.
Facts.
Yeah, everybody's getting paid now. All that
Mhm.
stuff. You feel me? Everybody wants a bigger check now too. So there's that. But
I ain't got no problem with that. Get your money.
no, that's a fact. Get your
Yeah.
money, but a lot of people are asking for money they don't even deserve. So that's another topic. But
Yeah.
but nah, off season has been good.
Mhm.
For Miami in particular, we ain't really made any moves. We just running it back part 2.
Part 2. This is like part 9.
Yeah, this is crazy, but I'm kind of excited based on what I saw from the preseason games, where
Right.
Tyler playing better defense, being more involved on defense. That Bam shooting threes.
Yes.
That was a good thing to see. And yeah, man, just the young guys playing like our backups. You got Drew Smith, which I know he's not. He's not he's not a bright spot on the team
Nah.
for everybody, but he was doing his thing preseason
Right.
defense wise. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens when the season starts on Wednesday.
I don't know. What about you? What like anything you saw that stuck out to you during off season, preseason, all of that
Yeah,
stuff?
some brand new coaches got hired, like LA and the Suns.
Mm-hmm.
To speak more on the Suns, the Suns system last year was a bunch of just ISO scoring, not really much plays, shoot, because KD and Bradley Beal like to shoot a lot of long twos and whatnot. But this year with the new coach, they're shooting way more threes.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting out in transition. They're actually calling plays. They finally have a point guard in Tyus Jones.
Tyus Jones, right? Yeah.
Getting them settled. Their brand new players look good, and yeah. And as for LA, they're finally calling plays now. Yeah. So that's about it.
What about you, Kurt?
I don't know. I noticed nobody mentioned the Kings when they got DeRozan. That was a big ad for them.
Because we don't care.
That's okay. That's all right. Y'all sleeping on them Kings, man.
It's
They
not
got
gonna make a
DeRozan.
difference.
They got
Oh,
Deion
God.
Fox. Sabonis gonna get his bonus.
I like some
Then, the Mavs, they got Clay. Once he breaks out of his little shooting slump that he's in, who else? Boston. I think they probably gonna go back to back because ain't everybody improves, but nobody really like got has like a deep team to like beat Boston. Like you could say the Knicks, but they've been
Nah.
Mikel like Philly and with Paul George, but he's hurt, so
Oh wow, I'm so shocked.
Shit.
Yeah.
But other than that, and Brooklyn, we ain't gonna do shit. So, but
Nah,
but
Brooklyn
but
go hard.
for us, Amari Bailey and Cooper Flag at
Yeah.
39. So that's what my
Yeah,
odds is
so
at right now.
I just realized the Nets got so many first round picks from the Knicks from that Michael Bridges trade that
Chill. And that's gonna be good. My boy
Not even,
Benjamin,
not even, not
my
even from the
boy,
Knicks.
my boy Benjamin back. They gonna be
Not even from the
good.
Knicks, but Houston too. So we got about like
man.
seven of them joints, seven good ones.
we go, we gonna see. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like it's a mixture of what everybody said. Like obviously, as a Heat fan, like Gary pretty much hit the nail on the head for us. Bam is about maybe 3 years too late um, with these 3 pointers, but I'll take it. I legit feel, and I mean this is from watching every Heat game and everything. I legit feel if we're healthy, like I literally do think we can run with anybody in the East. Like that's not hard. I do think that we're gonna have to make a change at some point during this season. I don't know if it has to be drastic, but we are going to have to make a change, whether that's like tweaking the starting lineup or whether that's like whether that's like getting a trade off or something of that nature. But we're definitely gonna have to do something else. I like what you brought up about the Knicks. Like I like Karl Anthony Towns. I think he fits a need for what the Knicks have. In terms of especially with Mitchell Robinson pretty much being out for the season. I don't know what they're gonna do for their backup center, but they have to figure something out. Yeah, with LA, the Clippers, like God bless them because they lost Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, which we'll get into a little bit later about the Kawhi Leonard news. But like they got the new stadium, so that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool.
I mean,
Um,
it's like the OKC owns their pick. So like,
Damn,
yeah.
yo, OKC cheat codes. I don't know how
So
they doing it.
uh, probably like the top team out west is gonna get like a top 10 pick for sure.
Right, right,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
So
crazy.
yeah, that's wild. But I mean,
And
yeah,
that
like okay, my fault.
Yeah, I was gonna say like OKC has like no excuse right now. They had a top three MVP player.
Mm-hmm.
They have one of the best defenders in the one of the best perimeter defenders in the league with Caruso.
Mm-hmm.
They got two actually.
Yeah.
Lou Dort. They got
Yep.
Lou Dort. They just picked up hard this time, so they got that rebounder that they needed last season that they
Mm-hmm.
didn't really
Yeah.
have. Now they got him. They
Right.
still got Chet, top three defensive player of the year
Yep.
candidate.
Yep.
Uh, like that team is stacked, and then I haven't even mentioned all the young guys on the bench, like Isaiah Joe.
Yep.
Um, what's his name? It's like Camp. I forget his name. Like Casey Wallace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they got a bunch of young players. Like, bro, if they don't win it all, I don't want to hear nothing. I
Yeah.
don't want to hear
Facts.
nothing.
I think
Facts.
OKC's plan this year, if they don't win the championship, is to get a good trade. I think because
They might have to. They
yeah,
might have to.
I think KD is up for an extension. So if the Suns take it out, are they really gonna like run back that team? So
Probably.
probably see a probably see KD to the Suns somehow. Get
Oh, do you mean to
KD, Shea.
OKC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get KD,
Oh,
Shea,
the
Chet
reunion.
Holmgren, yeah, come
Yeah.
back. Or I mean, I don't know if any other stars could come to
Man,
Oklahoma for sure. But
Right.
but
I think
yeah.
them having a top 10 pick, I mean, I wouldn't say it's smart to keep it and actually like draft a player because like
Mm-hmm.
as of right now, they already have too many young players that
Yeah.
need a chance to shine. Like how many times? Like Isaiah Joe is not really gonna get much play time, but if he was on another team, he'll probably be a 6 man or even like start. Same thing with like Case and Wallace or whatnot. So I
Right.
don't think they're gonna like draft a player with that pick.
Right. Nah, yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And I mean, and we obviously we all kind of like brought up some of the things that we saw throughout, throughout the off season and throughout the preseason. So, with that being said, let's jump right into it. Um, what teams are y'all interested in watching this season? For me, obviously the Heat. That should be a no brainer. Um, my second team that I'll be looking forward to seeing is the Lakers. I'm interested in seeing just what they look like under JJ Redick, and seeing my boy Bronny do big things this season. And then my third team, initially I said the Pelicans. Like I know I told you I was looking at the Pelicans, but forget that. I don't care. I'm gonna go with Chicago. My boy Lonzo is back. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
Oh, I've seen that.
I'm looking forward. I'm a big Lonzo fan, so I'm
Facts.
interested to seeing what he does. And I mean, aside from losing DeRozan, which I really don't think is going to make a difference, like either way,
Yeah.
good or bad for Chicago. So I'm interested to
Yeah.
seeing what they look like with like Zach Levine buying, and then obviously they got
What?
Josh Giddey. They got like three really good playmakers with Kobe White, Josh Giddey, and Lonzo Ball. So I'm interested to see what that team looks like with some Zach Levine buying, with some Vucevic buying, just kind of like see what happens with them. But what about you, Alan? Who are you looking forward to see?
Yeah, so I'm a huge KD fan, so I'll have to go Suns number one.
Mm-hmm.
I think them getting a new offense, them shooting more threes is way more enjoyable than seeing KD shoot long twos and
Right.
actually getting plays. Second, I would have to say seeing like Curry play,
Mm-hmm.
on Golden State. It's a new offense. I think Steve Kerr even admitted that they have to add a new like plays and systems because they lost Clay
Mm-hmm.
Thompson. So you might see more like Curry make plays on ball instead of like the off ball stuff that he's accustomed to.
Right.
Third team, I would say OKC. Want to see what the second year jump for Chet Holmgren would look like.
Yeah, that's my other boy too. I like Chet.
And like Shea's the top three player in the NBA. So yeah, seeing him play,
He a top three player in the NBA.
yeah,
Like
Crazy.
three,
yeah,
Crazy.
1, 2, 3.
like the third one, like from
yeah.
the
I'm
top.
number three. Yeah,
I mean, that's good. I appreciate your opinion.
yeah.
We'll yeah, we'll get back to that. All right, Kurt, what teams you looking forward
Mm.
to?
Well, you already know number one. I'm looking forward to the Nets tanking. Hopefully.
Chill, my boy
We
Benjamin
want,
gonna carry.
we want nothing but losses on this side. The teams I'm kind of looking forward to a couple, but I'm going to wind them down. So, of course, Brooklyn,
Mm-hmm.
um, the Mavs with Kyrie and Luca and
Mm-hmm.
Gafford with the addition of Klay Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
They should get back to the Western Conference with that lineup, but I think adding, well, not yet, but the Wolves adding Dante, it gives in Randolph,
Yeah.
Not Randolph, Randall.
Yeah.
It puts more pressure. It takes pressure off of Ant,
Mm-hmm.
and with Dante, it gives them like somebody to dish it out in the corner in case Ant brings in a double team. San Antonio, as much as garbage as they're going to be, that Wemby to Chris Paul combo is going to
Mm-hmm.
be that's the new Lob City,
Right.
but
It should be.
should be.
Yeah.
But the Mavs and Brooklyn, and I think the Timberwolves are probably going to be my third team that we'll look out for this year.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I can understand and see why like the Mavs should be pretty good. Just based off of adding talent. They also got like Derek Lively, the center. I think he still played for them, right? He's on the Mavs, right? Yeah, he's nice. I like him. All right, bet. And Gary, what about you?
I mean, obviously, first pick Miami. Just trying to see that 3-point jump from Bam.
Yeah.
I I feel like that's gonna bump up his points per game.
Yeah, it should
And it's
better.
gonna open up the floor for everybody else because he's gonna be spacing the floor, so
Mm-hmm.
everybody's gonna be able to drive in, get easy layups, especially
Yep.
Jimmy.
Yep.
You know, he's a master at drawing fouls, so that's gonna even be a better situation for him. Second team might be crazy, but the Hornets are looking nice. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. So
Yeah.
Lamelo is gonna take that jump if he stays healthy.
Uh,
They
they got
just
my
picked
boy.
up.
They got my boy RTBMB. My boy Miles Bridges.
Yes, sir. They got Trey Man. They just picked up from OKC. Trey Man is a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he might get that most improved player
Mm-hmm.
award if he gets a lot of playing time. And yeah, man, they just got a lot of young players. They got Mark Williams.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good center for what he does. You know,
Yeah.
defense, rebounding,
Yeah.
lobs, and yeah. And then my third team, I'll probably say. And just because one of my favorite players is in there, and I might catch a lot of heat for this, the Clippers,
Dang.
because they picked up Kevin Porter Jr. Now, I
Oh
know
yeah,
what he did.
yeah.
I know what he did in the past with, the what
With
is
his
it? The
girlfriend, yeah.
abuse,
The
yeah, the abuse allegations. Not, wow, I don't know if it's true or not, but
yeah. I
I'm
mean,
not
look,
giving him a
listen. You didn't sign him. That's on the Clippers. Like the
nah. Yeah,
Clippers picked
fact,
him up, so clearly they're okay with something.
Then
nah,
they got
facts.
they
I'm not
probably they
giving him.
been
Oh, my fault.
no. Go ahead.
I'm not giving him a pass for that, but
Right.
the talent, like talent's undeniable. The talent is there, and I love how the way he plays. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
I just got to see what he does. You feel me? Behind James Harden, so
Right. Yeah.
that's my top three right there.
So you, and Curtis, we trying to suffer this season because we got the Bulls, the Clippers, and the Nets. Oh man, we're gonna be going through it with with those watching those teams because
I mean, I've been suffering for years, so it's gonna be easy for me.
that's true. That's true. I'm sorry to hear that, but yeah, I mean, so so obviously we have the teams that we're gonna be looking forward to. Kind of gave like and obviously like I'm gonna keep my eye on a bunch of teams. Like I'll be watching Nets games because I like Ben Simmons. Like I legitimately do. Um,
Don't know why.
That's my
'cause-
first time I ever heard somebody say it like Ben Simmons.
chill. That's my boy. Nah, because
That's
no, like
good.
if you really think about it, right?
No, nobody's
When
thinking about it.
think about it. Think about it. If Ben Simmons had just a little, if he just took the jump shots, I'm not even saying that he got to make them all. If he just took the jump shots, Ben Simmons is like close to what you would want your perfect player to be. He can pass, he can drive to the rim, he plays defense. He's like he can, aside from him being able to drive to the rim, he can finish at the rim. It's just the shooting. If Ben Simmons played in like early 2000s, Ben Simmons will probably be a GOAT.
So he's like Braun without any jump shots.
Yeah, exactly. That's what. Yeah,
Without any
exactly.
jumper.
And the
And with
confidence
that, the
to
aggressiveness too. Don't
yeah,
forget that.
Yeah.
exactly. See, you don't understand. You don't even
Man,
watch this game. You understand?
listen, man. Look, my boy Ben Simmons. He gonna be watch. He
Woke
gonna
up
be
and
healthy this
averaged
season. What you
6 points, 6 assists, and like 2 boards this game.
Nah, healthy Ben Simmons, he could average 12, 8, and 8. Healthy Ben
12, 8,
Simmons.
and 8 playing next to Claxton.
You
Nah,
act like
first
I
thing,
said is a double machine. Like
if you expect your a top pick like that to just average 12, 8, and 8, that's just tough, man. That's just
I mean, listen. The Nets ain't pay him. Like he got that money from somewhere else. That's not his fault. He getting money.
I do want to know what team ends up signing him after this offseason or whatnot. Because like
on
you know what he
Latisse
was
watch
wanting.
Miami.
He
Huh? I don't. Nah. Let me tell you why. So last year in my 2K game, we had Ben Simmons. He fit in great. Like we not asking him to shoot because we have shooters. We're not asking him to do anything extra. Just run the floor and be Ben Simmons. Listen, we don't have a real point guard. Like we got Terry Rozier and we got Tyler Hero. Neither one of them are actual point guards. So why not? Why not get somebody that's gonna get people open?
Yeah, I'd rather have 3 shooting guards running point guard than Ben Simmons running point guard. Because at least Terry could get Bam lobs. That's a lot. That's all we needed, yeah. That's all
Ben
we
could get
needed.
lobs too.
I don't know if adding
Wait,
him
wait,
helps anything. I think it causes more
defense,
problems.
defensive
Probably.
tenacity.
That
Got
space is
Probably.
gonna be
that heat
trash.
culture.
Yeah.
Ben
This
got
this
that
is
heat.
last year too, right? This is last year, right?
Yeah, this is his last year. Thank the Lord.
My boy's in a contract. Yeah, nah, 15, 9, and 7.
15, 9,
Nigga
and
said
7.
15.
Prime Ben Simmons.
15, 9, and 7. I'm telling yo, watch.
Right.
And when we at the end of the season, Curtis, I don't want you jumping back on the bandwagon. I don't
Don't
want you
worry, I will
saying
not.
I don't want you saying, nah, resign my boy. Nah.
Don't worry, I
In
will.
his
15.
prime year, bro averaged 16.9, 9, and 8. I don't think he's getting close to that.
Bruh, come on,
Exactly. That's
yeah.
why 12, 8, and 8 is more realistic.
Nah, y'all hate
More
it.
realistic.
My boy in a contract year, he gonna get this money. But
He
I
gonna
mean,
get.
speaking of, and remember I told you I had like a nice hot take.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I observed, right? So obviously one of my teams being the Lakers, and this is concerning a rookie, and we're about to get into who our rookie of the year is going to be. Yo, Bronny James and Gabe Vincent are the same exact player. Minus Gabe Vincent was just in a really good system with the Heat. They the same player. They play the same. They the same height. They bring the same amount to the table to the Lakers, which is not much for right now.
Yeah.
Bronny James, Gabe Vincent, same player. So if you can put Gabe Vincent on a team, and arguably Bronny has way better defense than Gabe Vincent.
I think Bronny's more of a better passer too.
See? So it don't sound that crazy then, right?
I mean, but like, bro's like 6 foot and he can't like shoot.
He's 6'2", just like Gabe
He's
Vincent.
like 6'2" and he can't like shoot consistently. So it's
But
like
he wasn't. Did you see the last game, like the last preseason game that they had?
yeah, the game that got blown up by 60.
That's not the point. The point is he had opportunity. All those other games, he wasn't given any opportunity.
Yeah.
They gave him opportunity. He was hitting his threes, doing what he's supposed to do.
He scored 17. Wait, and then he scored. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I mean, the shooting is always gonna come. Like it's
yeah.
first year, he's not gonna get a lot of touches, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But if anything, I would send him back to the G League just for more reps and to get more comfortable. But nobody should be expecting anything crazy from Bronny first year at all. I don't even know why he's getting this much backlash. Like,
All I'm saying is, if you're gonna send him to the G League, you gotta send Gabe Vincent to the G League. And Gary, you probably are the other person that watched Gabe Vincent the most. So how wrong am I with that assessment?
But the only thing is, but Gabe, at least Gabe is kind of going to give you consistency on knowing what to do, right? Like he knows what to do. He's been in playoff teams already. Like he's been through the battles, so that he got the knowledge for that. But Bronny, I don't know.
I'm telling you, like watch Bronny gonna have that one game, and he gonna surprise everybody. He gonna have like 20 and 10, and they'll be like, "Oh, what is this?" Yeah. I'm ODing like 15 and like 10. He's gonna have a 10 assist game. That's gonna happen.
Might be 10 inch.
No, it's crazy. I put a bet in where if he gets 25 one game, any game throughout the season, I get like $300. So hey, if he gets that 25, I ain't even. I ain't even gonna be mad.
Like, cause like I don't think bro would even have the play time to score 25 or even get 10 assists.
It's gonna happen like towards the end of the season or something. Like that.
When all the bench warmers start getting play time and stuff.
That's when it's gonna happen. When the G League
He's
is
gonna
over.
get his 20 in garbage time.
Because remember too, like Bronny is on an actual contract. Like he's not on a two-way contract. So they could send him to the G League if they want to, but bro's on a standard NBA contract. So he's gonna have more opportunity to actually like get that to get that 20. Was it 25 that he has to score? Right? 25? Okay. Yeah, he's gonna get that opportunity. So like it's not as that's not as crazy as it may come off as. And those betting sites are kind of wild for even putting that bet up. Like that's OD. And if I'm Bronny, I'm gonna just do it off the strength. Like, nah, y'all don't believe. Now I'm keep shooting every shot. Who gonna stop
Yeah,
him?
like he's gonna shoot the ball. Like he's gonna get shots. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he's gonna hit your. He's gonna hit those threes. He's gonna have one game where he's on fire.
At
And if
least
he shows like he could be getting minutes like 20 to 25
Mm-hmm.
minutes a game based on his passing IQ and his defense IQ, then I don't see how that doesn't happen.
Great. And obviously, speaking of, like I mentioned earlier, speaking of Bronny, um, this rookie class, and it's been very like highly spoken about, but like how not great this rookie class is. I think like the first five rookies that got drafted this year, like people was talking about how much Bronny averaged in college. These first like five picks didn't average that much more. So it's not like the talent gap was like that huge. But speaking of rookies, Curtis, who do you have winning rookie of the year? I know it's mad early. We ain't see nobody play, but we just gonna jump out the window with this.
this this class, I couldn't even pick one out of a hat and be like, this is the rookie of the year. But if I had to choose somebody, it would probably be what's the dude from Memphis?
Oh,
Zach Edey?
Zach Edey.
Zach Edey.
Yeah, Zach Edey. Like I have to go with height and height and scoring ability.
Okay, I mean, yeah, he's definitely gonna get opportunity for sure. Like he's because they traded Steven Adams.
Yeah, they traded him
Um,
to Houston like in I think like middle of the season. They traded
yeah,
him to Houston.
and Jaren Jackson Jr. He's not a center. He's just a really tall, like
Yeah, I think he's more of a
power
forward,
forward. Yeah.
power
Um.
forward.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
And then
I'm
they
not.
got and then Jaws coming back. So
Mhm.
and then they got Marcus Smart.
I mean, I don't. That's not a bad. That's not a bad pick. What about you, Alan?
Yeah, I had two picks, but I agree
Hmm.
with Kurt. I think Zach is gonna start like close to like the end of the year.
Hmm.
Have move Triple J to the small forward or the power forward spot. That's
Hmm.
where he's most comfortable at. And I also think that they might lean into like, oh, he's actually contributing to a top tier team,
Right.
which is Memphis.
Hmm.
And for my second pick, I got Sar. I think they'll truthfully just let Sar just shoot any shot he wants. So I
Facts.
think his counting stats and his average is just going to be like 15 points. And like,
Hmm.
I think everyone else in this class, I don't think is scoring over 15 points per game. So I think just might let Sar just take any shot he wants,
Hmm.
try and grow. And also, I mean, he's playing with Poole, point guard, and Kyle Kuzma too. So I think that might help.
Yeah, and that team gonna be trash too. So
Yeah,
he might have he might have a huge opportunity
yeah,
to just do really whatever he want. Honestly, because Washington's not gonna be good. So
yeah. It will
um,
be like how the Spurs was, but like 10 times ass or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. I hear you. I hear you on that, Gary.
I got like three picks.
Hmm.
First pick, I'm gonna go with the first round. First pick with Zach from Atlanta.
Hmm.
I think that even though it's been quiet for him
Hmm.
for a first pick, from the preseason games, he's a big guard. Like he's a big
Yeah,
guard, and he knows
Hmm.
what he's doing. So, next to Trey, that points I think are gonna come easy for him.
Hmm.
For my second pick, I have I probably put Edie too.
Hmm.
Um, like I said, like all that height, he could play defense. He could move for his height.
Hmm.
Um, you know, it's gonna be a time where like later in the season, like let's say postseason, if they get there,
Hmm.
he's gonna they're gonna need post touches, and he's
Right.
gonna provide that for them. And then when Ja is drawing double teams with his pressing, he could throw lobs to him, and he probably catch those. And he could stretch the floor too, low key. So If they gave him those, like stretching the floor, give him 3 3 point shots next to Triple J, um, I think he might sneak in there too.
Right.
And for my third one, this might be a crazy pull, but
Bronny
not
James.
Ricky.
Oh.
Hell nah. Dalton Next from the
Oh,
Lakers.
Connect.
I don't if that. Yeah, I don't
Connect.
know.
Yeah.
Something
I don't
about
know how to
Phoenix
say his
4.
name.
Yeah. Dalton
Yeah,
Connect.
he
Yeah.
he got the strap on him. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie. So,
Facts. Facts.
sure, if we could get it correct next to Bron and AD, yeah, he might be. You know,
Now,
he might
if he could
sneak
get it
in there.
going, they gonna trade Reeves like pronto. He
Sheesh.
might be on. He
Probably.
might be on his way out.
He
Probably.
just gotta get that defense up there. I mean, AR don't play defense either, but I
Then
mean, you know,
Nah. So it's good that you said that because that was my pick. Like rookie of the year, I think it's gonna be Dalton Connect.
Okay.
Um, just and mainly because like the fact that he is on the Lakers, and you already know like national media they love the Lakers like
Yeah.
no matter what. So he's gonna get that opportunity like to be on TV. He's going to be in the rotation. I think he was like their 16th pick or something like that. So he's a first rounder. He's gonna get minutes. He's a shooter. JJ Redick is the coach. So he's gonna get those opportunities. And then with the way that the Lakers are probably gonna play, where you have to guard LeBron, you have to guard AD, if Austin Reeves is on fire and then you have Connect over here, he's gonna get those opportunities to get those open shots. That last preseason game that he played, when they played against not Golden State, the one before that, I forgot who it was, but bro was going crazy, like just hitting everything, just pulling up half court, whack, shut up, just going crazy. So I 100% think that it will be Dalton Connect. The first two picks, Sar and Zachary Ricochet, like I legit think that they got drafted 1 and 2 because they're French and everybody's trying to go like the Wimby. They're trying to go like the Wimby route. Um, but like I don't see anything. I don't see anything like special about them. Like um, to make me say, nah, yeah, he's the first pick, so he deserves to be rookie of the year, probably, which typically does happen. But yeah, I'm going with Dalton Connect. I think just of all the rookies, just basing it off of like opportunity, skill set, and everything, I think it would be him. I'm also not against the Zach Edey one though, because like everything y'all brought up, playing next to Ja, he is gonna get those opportunities, and he's a big body. So if like Bane or Ja or any of them JJJ is like missing their shots, he can easily get those offensive rebounds, go right back up.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I think honestly, any of the people that we brought up, I 100% think they can all like justifiably win rookie of the year, especially with this rookie class that we have. But watch, it's going to end up being somebody that we ain't even talk about, like we don't even know. And I'm gonna be very
Bron.
honest. I'd be so happy. I come on here and I will, watch Bronny's gonna be great. Y'all
That's
mark my
crazy.
words. Bronny's gonna be great, and everybody's gonna be mad. Like dang, why I ain't jump on the Bronny hype train before?
I
But
mean, he's not gonna be good early, but like later on in the season, and
by
in
Christmas,
those garbage games,
by
like
Christmas, my boy gonna be averaging 15 by Christmas.
Chris,
So like, what would you say is like a successful like Bronny like average line or whatever?
more than the average in college.
True. I honestly successful.
Yeah.
I'd say like
Hey,
10, 5, and 5
yeah, I was about to say at least he
with
get you
like
10 and 8.
yeah, like 10, 5, and 5 with like 2 steals per game. And a
Crazy.
block. But I mean he plays defense. Like he plays defense and he plays the lane really well. Like he can I don't know, sometimes he'd be out there looking a little lost, but that's gonna come with time. But like he plays the passing lane really well. So I don't think okay, all right, let me stop. 1.5 steals. Like one and a half steals. Not two. Thank
I
you.
don't know.
Thank
I
you for
think
bringing me back, Gary.
Yeah, two steals is crazy. Like not even two steals is in the Jimmy Butler
That's true.
territory. All that, like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Nah, you're
I
right.
don't know, like probably because I'm not high on like the Bronny train or whatever. But I think 10, 5, 5, and like 2 steals and a block. That's like if he was like Josh Hart. I think Bronny averages like 3 points a game,
I think
probably
Bronny
zero
could
point eight
be Josh
assists.
Hart. Could
I don't see Bronny even getting much playtime. I think the like
You asked what was a successful
yeah,
season.
I
I'm
feel
telling
like
you what's a
us,
successful
me
season.
too. But
us.
like at least like be like. There's no way Bronny like scores 10 a game though.
Why
I feel
can't
like a
he?
successful season for him would be him just getting playing time, like him getting
Yeah,
like 20 minutes per game.
you
I
know
feel
his
like that's
dad
a.
gonna give him the gonna give him PT. No,
I don't know, but I feel like that's successful for him if he gets playing time, because then the stats are gonna come with that, like him having more playing time. I
like
feel like for him, it would probably be like 6 points, averaging like two or three threes a game. That's successful for him.
But
like
so what's difficult about just like basing it off of like how he plays, like what his skill set is. What's difficult about him probably getting one or two threes, and he's definitely a driver. Like he will drive to the rim, and he's not afraid of contact. So what's stopping him from getting one or two threes per game, and then driving to the rim, getting hit, getting free throws, or just like catching alleys or getting layups? Like 10 points is not crazy. Like I don't think 10 points is wild for him if he's playing to his skill set and like Gary said, like actually getting the playing time. Because if he doesn't get the playing time, then of course, like none of everything I say goes out the
yeah,
window. But I don't think 10 points is crazy.
I think I think on Tuesday they'll check in Bronny so that it'll be like this huge LeBron and Bronny thing. Then after
probably the
that,
first
I don't
minutes of
think.
the game.
They
Yeah,
home. They home
I think
opening
so.
night.
I think so.
He probably be the sixth man.
Watch Bronny to LeBron live. It's gonna be
Yeah, that joint
crazy.
gonna feed families. Oh yeah, they home too. So
Yeah,
you might
home.
be right.
Yeah, and then after that, I don't think Bronny, because what point guard are you like taking out of like the rotation to play
Gabe
Bronny?
Vincent.
I mean, I wouldn't
Gabe
take him over Gabe.
Well,
Vincent can at least
Gabe
shoot threes.
Gabe Vincent or bum ass Jalen Hood-Schifino.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Gabe
Nah,
Vincent might take himself.
Hersheyfina, get him
That
out of
He's
here.
always in.
he is trash, yo. Like,
Hersheyfina, get him out of
like,
here.
like they talking about Bronny. Like, nah, get Hood Shafino out of here. And he's a first round pick.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I was talking to my boy the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and I was telling him, yo, because I wanted Miami to draft Jalen Hood,
That's
and I
crazy.
was, thank God we got a fucking Hyman, bro.
Yeah.
Because if we would have had him, I would have been going crazy, bro.
Yeah, so that's who you remove. You remove Gabe Vincent, you remove Hood Shafino. And I mean, also, we're like talking like D'Angelo Russell, like he's not injury prone, so it's very likely that he has a successful season and he plays. And oh, actually, D'Angelo Russell's in a contract year too,
Yeah,
so that kind of might change things just in terms of like his availability. Like he's probably going to play a lot more than he typically would. But yeah, I mean, get Gabe Vincent and Hood Shafino out of here and give those minutes to Bronny. At least Bronny gonna lock up and play defense at the very least, at the minimum. He's going to play defense.
what?
Like I
Yeah,
said,
I
Gabe
mean,
Vincent's going to hurt himself. Like I mean, he didn't play not. He didn't play healthy at all last year. Like
No, Gabe
I
Vincent.
said, he
Gabe
gonna
Vincent
eliminate
is a
himself.
product. Gabe Vincent is a product of the Miami Heat. He's
yeah.
only going to be successful in that type of system, which the Lakers don't have.
I mean, but I can at least trust him to hit a shot though. I can't really trust Bronny. I mean, 12 shots.
Trusting Gabe is,
Nope.
I ain't gonna lie.
You could trust Gabe to hit a shot in Miami.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like is it's
I
like I
mean,
said, I'm rooting for Bronny because I like Bronny.
yeah,
Like and I'm a LeBron James fan, so automatically I'm gonna root for his son, right?
yeah,
I'm not gonna be like crazy unrealistic. Like I know
yeah.
Bronny's not gonna win Rookie of the Year. He's probably not gonna get like the crazy amount of minutes, but I do think that if we're like championing all of these other players that I don't think are that good. Like we can say under the right circumstances, within the right structure, Bronny can be somewhat successful. And Gary's right. Maybe that success looks like, maybe that success kind of looks like him playing, just getting consistent minutes, getting a
Yeah,
good 12 minutes per game. But yeah, so you know from one LA team, and I don't mean to like make the segue too like hard, but going from one LA team to the other LA team, going into their new arena, new uniforms, new logo, same old problems. The Los
yeah.
Angeles Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, he's out indefinitely for the start of the season. So what and Curtis, you like brought this question up. What do you do with if you're the Clippers, like acting as Steve Ballmer and Ty Lue? If you're the Clippers, what do you do with Kawhi? And then also, if you are the owner of the team, what do you do with Kawhi? So like, what should the Clippers do, and what would you do rather? And Kurt, I mean, I guess Kurt, you can go first since you brought the question up.
What would I do? With Kawhi, I tell the dude to retire. I'll, because like the knee is gonna plague him for like the rest of his career. Like even though like when he does come back, he will like give you a easy like 26
Hmm.
and like what is he average last year? I think like seven. He averaged with 7, 8 assists last year.
Somewhere along there, I think so.
So he's gonna give you that, but that's probably not gonna be like what mid-season, close to the postseason, if anything. And even if he does come back early, he's still gonna leave because the knee is gonna swell up and it's
Hmm.
gonna like inflame. So um, like I know the Clippers just gave him a new contract, so it's
Hmm.
kind of like they're kind of like stuck because they paid him over Paul George, like so they're willing to deal with the knee inflammation. But me personally, I wouldn't want to deal with it no more. Like even though he's not tradable,
Nope.
because no team is going to want to risk taking on that knee inflammation unless they're like contending and they want to know like how good the knee is, so they could probably get one chip out of it like before they try to find some way out of his contract. But
Hmm.
other than that, I wouldn't deal with it. Hopefully, in his contract, they put some type of like, if the knee gives too much, they can get some money out of his some money out of him if he retires, some money back, something. But
Right.
yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Gary.
I mean, uh, Curtis ain't that wrong. Like the problem he has with his knee is it's like it's not even like an injury. I think it's like the degenerative
Degenerative.
knee is
Yeah. Hmm.
yeah. Like that's like he said, it's gonna keep plaguing him. It's not gonna go away. And for a player like him that has that workload,
Hmm.
superstar workload, you have to play like 35 plus minutes a game, 82 games in a season plus postseason. If they get there, he's gonna eventually break down every time.
Hmm.
So it's like a waste of time at this point. I would probably just trade him to try to get some picks out of him, and some decent role players
Hmm.
to put next to James Harden for now, and just see what you could do from there because they have young players. They have some decent young players. They get good role players. They could kind of contend, but I mean, for now, unless you get that James Harden from Houston again,
Yeah.
which I doubt is gonna happen.
Hmm.
I mean, it's gonna be they just like stuck in limbo now, like what to do
Right.
at this point.
Alan.
Yeah. Yeah. The Clippers don't really own their pick this year, so it doesn't matter if they're elite or like trash because like it won't affect the outcome.
Right.
So if I was the owner, I mean, you have a brand new arena that should attract like people on their own.
Hmm.
I would just tell Kawhi like take all the time you need, get his knee like at least healed up, then probably play like the last 15, 20 games of the year,
Hmm.
try to get his like trade value up. Then I know for a fact there will be a team that will at least give you two first picks for Kawhi. I think like a team like
Brooklyn.
Curry and Golden State might give Kawhi that two first because I think they have to pay Jonathan Kaminga and like,
Hmm.
are you really going to pay him a max? And like Andrew Wiggins, I think Andrew like two first could get the trade done. Um, yeah, kind of similar to how the Spurs traded him back in 2017 when he was
Hmm.
injured. I think he missed the whole a year after that, and
Hmm.
after they traded him, led to the 2019 championship with the Raptors. So yeah, I think just take all the time he needs. Try to get his knee at least to like 90%. Play like the last 15 games, get the trade value up, and trade him.
Um, yeah, I'm kind of like in line with you with what you said. Like I'd probably let him heal, like let him do his thing.
Yeah,
But in doing so, I think that I like construct the team to better fit, like construct the team around James Harden
yeah,
to get them to contend, like to get them to be contenders somehow. Let Kawhi come back later next year, and then just have him for the playoffs because it's no way, like Gary said, it's no way he's playing 82 games plus a 16-game playoff, and we just expect for him to be good. Um, but also, I'm also on the same side of I do think he should also retire. Like, because at this point, more to what Curtis said, like at this point, you're doing this every year. Like this is a yearly thing. Guarantees. The NBA is gonna deride Jason Tatum, and Kawhi Leonard is gonna be injured every year,
yeah.
guaranteed, guaranteed. No ifs ands or buts about it. So yeah, I'm on the fence of him retiring just to just to give him some closure kind of in his career and his life and give the Clippers a way forward on what they're supposed to be doing, especially with him having a new contract. But I'm also on the fence of him being able to rehab, come back a little bit later. Hopefully the team is contending and just be
Yeah.
fully ready to go for the playoffs.
I mean, Kawhi played like 68 games last year, I believe.
Hmm.
So that's pretty high. I
That
think,
is that is high
yeah,
for him.
yeah, I think, and that was off the year where I think he was like came back like halfway through, and I think he worked his way up.
Hmm.
So I think instead of like trying to like bring him back because it's a new like season and whatnot, I think just take all the time he needs. Like, don't matter. Play like I don't know, like 25. Like try to take the Embiid approach. I think Embiid said, like, I don't think I'm ever gonna play a back to back for the rest of my career.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, because
But
like, what does like Kawhi even have to prove at this stage? I mean, he already won 2 championships.
hmm
I think at this point he'll just compete for a championship. And another thing, like, he also doesn't need to be in a role where he has to carry a team. Like, he could play like a OG Anunoby role, a Mikal Bridges role,
right.
like a second option instead of having to be the first option.
He make too much money for that though. I don't know
Yeah, he
if
makes too
Yeah,
much,
that's
and the
probably
Clippers is his
that's
team.
probably in the
Let me
contract. He
see.
got to take at least 25 shots. Like, he got to.
Let me see.
yeah.
But piggybacking off that, didn't he play 68 after like not playing all of last year, the year before that?
Let me see.
Yeah, but then he broke down like first series of the playoffs. So
Yeah.
it's like
He
like it's
played he played 60 last year, and then 2022 he played 52. So I mean, he played. I don't know if he got hurt at the end, but
I think both times he got hurt at the end.
I don't remember what
Um,
happened in 2022.
was it that when he tore
I'm
his
just
meniscus when he
Oh yeah,
bumped knees with I think it was like
2022 he played
that
somebody.
was
against the
the
Suns in the playoffs, and then like some like crazy thing happened. I think.
Yeah.
yeah, I think he got
yeah
hurt. I think he
yeah yeah
played game one. Like they cooked him, and then he sat out the rest of the series. Or was that
Yeah,
last year? I think
yeah
that was
that was
last
the
year.
knee
Well,
inflammation. That's
yeah,
yeah,
when Westbrook was going crazy.
Hmm.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So
I
I
mean,
mean,
I think if a team is crazy to offer 6 firsts for Mikal Bridges, how much is like Kawhi really worth? Like, I'll take the flyer. 2 firsts. It's insane
At
upside.
least
two firsts
at
for,
least yeah.
and then you two firsts, and you let him sit out the whole season
I mean,
because
how
you
old
know
is
what you're
Kawhi
getting
though?
during the
Like,
playoffs.
Kawhi's like 32,
Two, I think.
maybe.
nah, two first for sure. Like, that's the thing
That,
though. Like, a player with Kawhi, you have to manage him.
that's like Ben
If a
Simmons.
team
Like
is
what if
willing to take,
like
yeah,
so? Let's say Ben Simmons is out
Yeah.
here is a Kawhi Leonard, but his back is bothering him. How much picks you would give
I
if you
mean, but
trade Ben
like
Simmons?
the upside on like Kawhi is like a top 5 playoff performer though, so I have to take the swing on that. plug and play.
Mm,
Aside from like a guy averaging 12 points.
But I'm
but
just
it
saying,
it, de- it
I
depends
said
on
the
what
thing
you
is
need
Kawhi.
though. Yeah, it
Yeah,
depends on what you need though, because like let's take a team like Boston for instance.
yeah,
Boston wouldn't need a Kawhi Leonard.
yeah. I
Boston
know.
would benefit from having a Ben Simmons though, because
Yeah,
look at Drew Holiday. Like, yeah, Drew Holiday is a way better shooter than Ben
yeah,
Simmons is. But if you're like just eliminating that and you don't necessarily need the shooting,
yeah,
they would benefit more from having a Ben Simmons than they would a Kawhi Leonard, just based off of need,
yeah.
you know. So
I
Yeah,
think
but when a player like Kawhi, it don't matter what you need. You if you could get him for the cheap, you gotta get him, bro.
yeah, that's also true.
yeah,
This
yeah. As I
the
said earlier, I mean, I think there's only like three teams. You team them up with like Curry, you trade Andrew Wiggins, who's also on a bad contract. Trade two first, because like, are you really gonna let Curry try to retire without having no chance of like championship? Another
They ain't gonna
team
have
is
a
like
choice.
Ant could like need a person like Kawhi. I think they traded Cat who makes 60 mil, so they have
Hmm.
that's
a
true.
little cap space. Try to trade like trade Randall or whatever.
Hmm.
Those are like the only two teams that I could really see getting Kawhi,
Right.
or like Houston maybe. I don't know.
Chicago needs a wing right now, but I don't even know if they got the picks for that.
Probably not, unless they giving up Zach LaVine and putting Zach LaVine with James Harden.
Well, they trading Zach LaVine. They putting him in the package. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you would have to trade Zach LaVine, to Zach LaVine and like Vucevic and like a first or something.
you
So
got the whole team for Linda. It's crazy.
it is, but I mean they gonna do it anyway.
I think
Like,
yeah, I think it will have to be a team that's like a playoff contender, but not a championship contender. They're like, oh, like at least let's try. Like I don't know.
I think
right.
Charlotte would probably do that.
It'd probably be like a
Charlotte would do
team
it.
where like it's their last year to really try
Yeah,
to
Hmm.
to hit big. So they're just gonna take the chance like the Raptors did back in
Yeah,
2019.
yeah,
yeah,
And
which
if it
makes
don't
sense.
work out, then just get them up out of here, get some picks. Hey,
yeah,
Facts. So, and obviously, with that conversation, like we did bring up a bunch of teams, just what we think it looks like, and so now we get to the good part, and we've had some good conversation so far. So, Eastern Conference, I think all of us except Alan, I think you're the only person that didn't have an East team that you were following, if I'm not mistaken.
oh
Um, so, but we're gonna get into it.
yeah.
What do y'all 1 through 8 Eastern teams look like? And I'll kick it off. Um, this one was a lot easier than doing the West, but for the East, as much as it pains me, I
Mhm.
got I got the Celtics at 1. I got the Knicks at 2. I got Miami at 3.
What?
Philly at 4.
Hmm.
Milwaukee at 5. Cleveland at 6. Orlando at 7. And Indiana at 8.
Orlando at 7.
Yeah, and but see with Orlando, I think Orlando and Cleveland could probably fluctuate. Like Orlando could be 6 or 7, and obviously I'm looking at this with like no, I was about to lie. I was about to say I'm looking at this with everybody healthy, but I'm not because if I was, Philly would be above Miami for sure. Um, so Philly and Miami are switchable if everybody's healthy.
I think everybody under 2. No, everybody under 1 switch.
Yes, I agree. That's very true. But yeah, that's what I got. Celtics, Knicks, Miami, Philly, Bucks, Cleveland, Orlando, and Indiana.
That's crazy.
You got
Man,
Indiana as your playing team.
yeah.
Okay, but like, what makes you think?
Head-
Like,
Headphones.
what makes you think that he are a top three team though?
Health. Like we don't.
What?
So the thing with Miami is never a bad team. Like I don't think anybody, whether you like Miami or not, you can never say the team is ever bad. What you
Yeah,
can say though is that the team is never fully healthy because the last time we were fully healthy, and we weren't even that fully healthy because we were missing Tyler Hero. We went to the finals against a healthy Boston team, beating a healthy Knicks team. So it's like it's not like it's that mind boggling to say that Miami is not a top 3 team when
Yeah.
everybody is healthy.
And Jimmy was hurt too. He
Exactly,
had
and Jimmy
his
was hurt.
ankle was the size of a fucking watermelon.
Exactly. So that's why I say, like, if Miami can like be healthy, especially from, obviously this is preseason, so
Yeah.
we can't put too much stock into that. But just seeing how everybody was playing, that backcourt of Terry Rozier and Tyler Hero, good luck. Like, I mean, we can't stop nobody, but that's why you have Bam and Jimmy waiting in case they get past them. But good luck stopping either Terry Rozier or Tyler Hero
Yeah.
if they're on. So that's kind of why I went that route. Philly, I don't trust Philly. Like, I can't trust Embiid to be healthy. You already brought up he's not playing back to backs this year, and
Yeah.
that's if he doesn't get hurt. That's if he stays healthy. Paul George, I never trusted Paul George, and I never
Yeah.
will trust Paul George. So what?
The,
They're just gonna hinge it all on Tyrese Maxey? Like,
Mhm.
I mean, like, come on. And
they just paid him.
I know, but I mean, clearly they're gonna hinge it on him. But the Bucks, I don't trust the
And
Bucks.
they got twin.
Oh
So
yeah, Caleb Martin. Yeah, I hated that. I hated that. We're not gonna talk about that. Shout out to Caleb Martin. But the Bucks, I don't trust the Bucks. I I don't trust the Bucks.
So like,
Yeah.
but like the argument of the Heat is like if the Heat is like healthy or whatnot. Like I feel like you have to apply that logic to the rest of the teams though.
Okay, let me put it to you this way, right? Let's say, God forbid,
God.
Tyler Hero gets hurt, right?
Yeah.
During the season. I still think the Heat will be at a good pace.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid gets hurt during the season. You think the Sixers are still going to be at a good pace with Joel Embiid being hurt and only dependent on Paul George and Tyrese Maxey
I
who's their
mean,
backup center?
they only
on
had
in
Tyrese.
Philly?
Yeah,
Um, Andre Drummond.
Drama, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly my point.
I trust Andre Drummond though.
You trust Andre Drummond?
I trust
He,
Andre Drummond to play his role. I trust him to
yeah,
play.
he's not bad. He's
Oh,
not bad.
I like his rebounds. I
yeah.
trust that.
I think the Sixers last year they played without Embiid for like a good chunk of like the second half of the year, and Tyrese Maxey kept them afloat. So I feel like he could do the same this year. And then you add Paul George to that.
That's the
You
thing.
know
I
what's
don't
crazy?
I don't trust Paul George at all, ever, in any situation, under any circumstance. I never trust Paul George.
and did they still keep
You
Tobias
might be
Harris? Oh, he
sleeping on
go.
Jerry McCain.
Oh yeah, true.
I like his
And
TikToks.
McCain.
Like,
Nah, he
nah,
reminds
nah,
me a
nah.
little bit like
Yeah,
TJ
he's nice.
McConnell.
Yeah.
He kind of like TJ McConnell. A little
Nah,
bit, so.
I mess with him. I was joking about the
Yeah.
TikTok, but yeah, I mean, but like I said, Philly and Miami are like, I think those would be interchangeable for the same exact reasons, like health,
Yeah.
and also I've seen us beat Philly under every circumstance. Like, there hasn't been one circumstance where we've lost to Philly. So why would I not trust the Heat to be better than Philly, to be better than Milwaukee?
I mean, but are the Heat gonna like actually play like? Because I remember like for like the past few years, guys haven't really like treated the 82 games as like like a real thing and try to like turn it up during the playoffs. So are y'all really gonna play for real?
Jimmy's in a contract year. He's
Yeah.
gonna play for real.
Yeah.
Tyler Hero, he's in trade talks every month. He's gonna play for real as long as he's healthy.
Yeah.
Terry Rozier got a full training camp with us. We know he's always gonna play for real.
Yeah.
Bam shooting threes now, along with doing everything else that he's doing.
Yeah.
100% gonna play for real this year. So yes, 100%.
I mean, they
And he
got
just
what you
signed an
call Fields
extension
coming
too.
off
Exactly.
his second year. What's the guy that was the rookie last year?
Oh, Jaime Jaquez,
Yeah,
the
you
real
got
Triple
him
J,
coming
the real
into
Triple
his
J.
second year,
Yeah.
and then you got the rookie this year. Like,
Where?
Sleeper six man of the year.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so like, and trust me, when I was like writing this list down, I didn't just put Miami there just because
Yeah.
that's my favorite team. Like, I legitimately think that if we, let me not even use health, if we fully play to our potential, I 100% think we can be what we need to be by the end of the season. But I don't know. So
Yeah.
what's your East looking like?
So for my first seed, I had Celtics. Then I have the Sixers. Then I have the Brunson and the Knicks. Then I have Antetokounmpo and the Bucks. Then I have the Cavs. Then I have Orlando. Then I have Indiana. Then that's my eighth seed. I had the Hawks.
No way. You
I think
so you gave me that flack.
I think I think the Heat are a playing team this year. I think the Heat are a playing team.
Okay.
Wait, go through your 8. So you said the Celtics,
I mean, I can share my screen.
the Sixers. You said you had the Sixers at 2. At 2.
It's a Celtics, Sixers, Knicks.
I mean, if we're going with
then
if
Bucks.
healthy, it's like a healthy Sixers team is 2. Stop 2.
Yeah.
I'm not buying. I can't buy that.
I'm
Nah,
saying.
the Sixers. Obviously, for a lot of the reasons why I had them where I had them in the first place, but
I
at
think
2, the Sixers. I don't
I
even
think
think the Sixers are going to be better than the Knicks. 100. Like I legit don't think that.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I don't really like the cat trade on the Knicks, so that's why I'm a little down on them. They also have a trash like they're like 1 through 5 is extremely good, but after that it gets really bad. Their backup center is like trash too. I think they have like Sims or whatnot.
oh yeah, Jericho
I'm like,
Sims.
are you
Yeah.
really going to trust Sims to like play like 15, 20 minutes a game? OG Anunoby gets hurt frequently. So you're basically stuck with Brunson, Josh Hart, yeah, Mikal Bridges, and Cat as like the top 4. So that's why I slid them down. I think the Sixers only play like 15 back-to-backs this year, so I can already count that off of like Embiid. But like, if they play with Embiid, I mean Embiid is a top 2 player in the NBA. I think Embiid could like, because playing this past like the 2023 to 2024 year, every time Embiid played on the court, like he like just killed teams.
That's that's true.
Killed teams.
And I
So
like
I
him.
think- Yeah, so I think second seed is not too hard. And then on the Knicks, I mean, I think the other team out east is not really good. I think Antetokounmpo and the Bucks are going to be extremely good this year. I think they're going to stay healthy too.
Extremely good.
Yeah,
Extremely good is crazy.
The Middleton plays, yeah, but
yeah. I don't think they'll be a high seed, but I think in the playoffs, I mean, I think they'll probably be in the conference finals or close to
You got Giannis and Dame on year 2.
Yeah, and after that, it gets like shaky and whatnot. I mean, the Cavs are the Cavs. They're gonna
Yeah.
grab some wins.
the lights is too bright for them. Bro.
Yeah,
I can't believe he really said that. That's some wild. That's
the
wild to say.
Pacers had the best offense in the NBA of all time last year.
The who?
The Indiana.
Oh, Indiana.
Pacers, yeah, they had the best offense of all time last year. I mean, I know it's not like inflated or whatnot. Then Orlando Magic, they got Paolo.
Yeah, I trust Orlando.
They just added KCP, who really solves like their outside like scoring problem. Then I put the Hawks as my 8th seed because
I can't believe that. That is no. I don't think. I don't think anything. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I don't think the Hawks are gonna be good at all.
I definitely think the Hawks are going to be well.
You don't think the Hawks are gonna be better than the Heat, Alan? You don't think the Hawks are gonna be better than the Heat?
The 8th seed is going to be through the play-in though, right?
Bruh.
So it'll be the Hawks against the Heat in the play-in game.
We beat them the last 2 years in the playing game. So what makes you think that the Heat are going to be worse than the Hawks? You don't believe that. You don't believe that.
I mean,
You trolling. You trolling. You said that. You said that just to say
it's going to
that.
be outrageous to say that. I mean, I think the Heat are going to be like a 9th, 10th seed. I don't think it's outrageous to say they're going to be like
Seed.
every team that I named above the Heat are better than the Heat.
No, they're not. Cleveland is not better than the Heat.
Cleveland's
Orlando's not better than the Heat. No.
Okay.
Indiana's not better than the Heat. And the Hawks damn sure not better than the Heat.
Pretty sure the Heat only got like 3 players that can actually shoot from 3.
Let's go.
This dude don't watch Heat games. It's okay. Look, it's okay to say. Look, it's okay to say you don't watch Heat games.
No, you don't watch Heat games.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
okay.
it's facts. You can't say that. Tyler Hero can shoot threes. Terry Rozier can shoot threes. Jimmy Butler can
Okay,
shoot threes.
two of
Duncan
them.
Robinson can shoot
What?
threes. Jaime Jaquez can shoot threes. Kevin Love can shoot threes. And I didn't even name Bam yet. I
Plus
didn't even
K
name Bam
Love,
yet.
plus that old K Love, and about that team was the eighth seed for a reason, and they're gonna be a playing team again. Like they made no moves, made no moves. I don't know how you think they're gonna jump from 8 to 3.
All right. Hey,
Have
this is
no,
all recorded.
yeah, true,
This is the
yeah,
purpose.
yeah,
Nah, the Hawks saying the Hawks is crazy.
yeah.
But
Bro, I
okay.
can't wait to see you like actually break down like how that team's gonna be a playing team.
Who's gonna be a playing team?
Because like her Heat, like they made
They're
no
not no,
changes
they're not gonna be a playing team.
no,
They're gonna be in the playoffs.
in the playoffs.
They won't be a playing team.
Okay, even if they squeak by in the playoffs, I think they're gonna lose in like 5, 6 games.
To who? If we get the third seed, let's just say we get where I
Yeah.
said we were gonna put. We're playing Cleveland round one. We're gonna smoke Cleveland.
Cleveland has the top player in that like whole like two teams. Out of the two teams, that I think Cleveland has the best player in Donovan Mitchell.
That's one of those things where I don't disagree, but I don't agree either. So I
I
don't know
think
what I think.
yeah, the same Cleveland team that took the like champions to like 6 games
Who's Cleveland's starting point guard?
without
Marley.
Darius.
Bum. Who's their starting?
Oh,
Who's their starting
he's a
small forward?
all-star.
Who's their
Strus.
starting small forward? Struess is
Yes,
not a
he
bum,
did in the playoffs.
but Struess is not doing anything with Jimmy Butler. Who's their power forward? Evan Mobley. Bam
Yeah,
Adebayo is going to cook
Mobley.
Evan Mobley.
Okay,
And who's their center?
Like
Jared
to
Allen.
White Allen.
Jared Allen. Yeah,
Like my man said, the lights was too bright. That's a grown man in the NBA saying the lights was too bright for us.
okay, but it's like
I don't ever want any player on my team ever saying that. I don't even want a fan of the team to be like, nah, the lights was too bright. What?
Yeah.
He is going to get cooked barbecue chicken. Word to Shaq.
hey, who though?
Anybody, any center we put out there. Thomas Bryant. No, I'm joking. I'm
Yeah,
joking. That's the big extreme.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is Bam gonna like cook
Yes.
them? Or
Yes. Bam is
he
going to
gonna
go
average like 18 points per game?
25.
18? No, he's gonna average 18 points a game and
Against that team,
then-
25.
But I've seen you guys complain since he's like been drafted in the league that he's not like fine to score or he like I don't think he has that type of mentality. I think bro's like he's the best player, but he doesn't have the mentality to go out and score 25 every night.
We gonna see. Oh man, I love this. But we still have two other teams to get through in the West.
Yeah.
But I love this. All right, so Gary, who you got?
Sheesh, for me, I got Boston first, obviously.
Yeah.
I feel like yo, still top team. That 1 through 5 they got is just broken, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
It's insane. Knicks, I got Knicks at 2 just because of what I've seen Jalen Brunson could do.
Yeah.
Sixers at 3, and that's if they're healthy.
Mhm.
They got the talent. Tyrese is nice. PG is nice. Embiid, top player in the league. Their bench isn't bad either. They got Jerry McCain. They got Andre Drummond for rebounds, even though his defense is kind of But I got Bucks at 4. I feel like if Middleton is healthy, they're gonna do damage. I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on Gian and that Giannis and Dame Lillard combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sleep under my blankets comfortably.
I got Indiana at 5. Last season, even though like they beat a lot of teams to get to that conference finals that were not healthy, they weren't healthy either. So it's like they got there. They were beat up as well. It's not like they got there on a fluke. I think that historic offense they got is gonna stay at there with Tyrese Halliburton there. I got Magic at 6 with the KCP addition and all that stuff. They are a top 10 defensive team in the league, And if they get that outside shooting intact, then they're gonna do their thing too. I got Cavs at 7
Mm-hmm.
because Evan Mobley and Jared Allen still can't space the floor. So it's like, what the hell? Even though the defense is there, they still can't space the floor. So I'm not even worried about that.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they got Donovan Mitchell, and then Darius Garland is like doesn't love basketball no more or something like that. That's what I heard. Um,
Nah, you don't love
and then
basketball.
I got my Heat at 8, but
How they tell him it's not a
hold on. I got my Heat at 8 because of the health thing. It's been shown they can't stay healthy
Yeah.
for the last like 3 seasons. So it's like at this point, it's something I expect.
Mm-hmm.
But if they stay healthy, I'll flip Indiana and Miami. So I put Miami at 5. Miami at 5, and then I'll probably flip flop another team around just to put Indiana and like that like higher top 6
Mm-hmm.
teams. But if the Heat are healthy, definitely 5. They're gonna be in the playoffs. But that health, man, that still scares me to this day. Like when they're not healthy, they don't do nothing. So it's like, I mean, they still got Jimmy. So it's like, when Jimmy, I trust. Like
Yeah,
Jimmy
facts.
has given us the craziest runs I haven't even imagined, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, that's my top 8 right there. I'm definitely never putting the Hawks over Miami.
That's
It don't matter
crazy.
if they're not healthy. If they're healthy or not healthy, the Hawks are not better than Miami.
Bro, that's
I don't
the
know.
craziest thing I heard all month. The Hawks. There's no way you believe that in real life. There's no way.
I think in a single game, I'm choosing Trey Young.
No, you not, because they
That's
haven't
crazy.
beat us. You not choosing Trey Young. And have you seen what we've done to Trey Young?
Yeah, when they locked
just
him
Trae
up
Young.
in that game. Yeah.
Come on,
In
like,
that playoff series, yeah. Didn't Trey Young average like his worst field goal percentage?
Yes.
And then like the most turnovers or
Yes.
something like that?
yes,
Yeah, that
Trey
was
Young
crazy.
had 10 points.
bro, come on, Alan.
what?
Like, I really can't believe
Yeah,
you
he had 10 points that game.
Yeah,
cooked. But
that was clamp season.
so pretty much, me and Gary, we have the same.
Wait.
Mhm.
The Hawks actually played there last year for the playing spot, and they actually I think
Yeah, they won. And
Yeah.
they replaced Chicago after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
so
no. That wasn't last year. That was the
was
year
it?
we went to the finals when the Hawks we played the Hawks.
Yeah,
They
that was
won.
No.
Yeah. That was like
that was
yeah.
the previous year.
because we played Philly last year, and that's perfectly fine. But what happened to the Hawks and what happened to the Heat in that season? Because if we're going specifically off seasons, totally
I
different
think
turnout.
Boston swept the Hawks, didn't they? Or something like that. Or like 1-5.
That sounds. I think Boston won one. I mean, I think the Hawks won one.
Yeah.
But yeah, me. I mean, so I think so far, like the East is kind of pretty easy to figure out. Like I think we all have the same teams making it into the East. Like the teams that are good are going to be good. The teams that are not good are going to be good. Are not going to be good. So, and obviously you can see the difference. Like although me and Gary are both Heat fans, you can see how we think about the Heat. Like we don't just always agree with each other because it's like different ways of seeing
Yeah.
it. So, so yeah, I think the health thing, like I chose to, ignore that. I chose to ignore that, but no, I completely agree with what Gary said, especially for the Heat. I 100% agree with that. So like, I'm not against like swapping because Curtis brought it up earlier. Anybody like pretty much under the Celtics can swap. Like it can be a variation of anything. But what you got, Curtis?
Did we announce? Did y'all announce playing teams too?
Yeah, we went 1 through 8.
Okay, so mine's is I got the Nets 1.
No, you don't. You don't have that. You don't have that. And if you do, we don't believe you.
Nah, but I got Boston first.
Okay.
I got 7. I got the Knicks third. Got the Bucks 4th. I got Miami 5th. I got the Cavs 6th, Pacers 7th, Magic 8th, Hornets 9th, and the Hawks 10th. So it's pretty much like the same as last year.
Mhm.
I don't really see no significant changes like in the East,
Yeah.
but like like I said, everything could be changeable. Like Knicks could somehow leap to second,
Mm-hmm.
as much as that kills me. Bucks could be second. Heat, if healthy, can be second or third.
Thank you.
Let me take
I
that back.
appreciate. I appreciate
Third or
that.
fourth. Pacers could be fifth. Like Magic, if they have another magical run,
Mhm.
like they could be fourth or fifth. Like
Mhm.
Hornets can be sneaky and probably be sixth, seventh, and the Hawks could stay tenth because they lost DeJounte Murray. They don't really have. They have what's dude name? I know his last name is Johnson, but he came into his own last year. He was dunking on everybody.
Oh, I know you're talking about. I know you're talking
Oh,
about.
Jalen Johnson from the
Yeah,
Hawks.
Jalen Johnson,
Mhm.
Yeah, he
and
nice. He's tough.
they got somebody. Forgot. I think it's Hunter or something like that.
Oh,
Something Hunter.
DeAndre Hunter.
DeAndre.
Yeah, they got DeAndre Hunter and Jalen Johnson, and minus, and they got what? Who they send out? What's your
Richard
other?
Shea, right? Would it be Richard Shea? Or you talking about Capella?
No, yeah, I'm talking about
Their
Capella.
center? Nah,
So,
Richard's a whole guard.
but
The center is
they could probably
Okongwu.
be eighth,
Mhm.
probably be ninth, probably be 10th, but I don't see like Hawks being sixth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Like I don't
So,
see them barely getting in.
so the overall consensus is that the Hawks being better than the Heat is crazy, right? Like let's go. Okay, cool. All right. I just needed to know because Alan, you're wilding, bro.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Yeah, I guess we'll
That
see in April.
that's up there with my Bronny take.
No, bro. It's claiming that the Heat is a top 3 team is outrageous.
I'm not claiming that.
Healthy,
I said it with healthy, healthy.
healthy.
I'm not
I
saying
can
it's
tell you don't watch
100%
games. You should have. Matter of fact, you should change one of your teams to the Heat, so you can just like you can watch
so
it.
you can see it for yourself. So I mean, I do think, but all jokes aside, though, I do think overall, like we kind of have the same, cast of characters
Yeah.
for the Eastern Conference. Like Eastern Conference is probably pretty easy to figure out. I think Boston, they're gonna be
I
good.
think like the West is more easier to figure out.
And I'm
'Cause
glad you brought that up. So, Curtis, who's your 8 in the West?
my 8 would probably be Denver, of course, going first. This could be interchangeable, but I could probably have Sacramento second and Minnesota third. OKC would be fourth. Phoenix would be fifth. Dallas would be sixth. Phoenix could be seven. I'm not even putting these shits in order at this point. Because OKC being eighth is crazy to me. But so that's eighth. Phoenix being ninth, and Houston being.
So, time out.
But
Time out. You got
so
Sacramento
so
over Minnesota and Dallas?
but Sacramento, I'm telling you, like DeRozan, them adding DeMar DeRozan with Sabonis and Dion.
Nah, I've never seen a bigger believer on Sabonis and DeMar DeRozan in my life.
Sabonis, I can understand. Because Sabonis is nice. Like, he's legit nice. The DeMar DeRozan thing, though, is throwing me off, bro. Like, I can't. I'm not seeing what you see in DeMar
They could
DeRozan.
be second, but the playoffs with DeRozan is good in the regular season, but playoff DeRozan, we can't speak on playoff DeRozan.
You know why we can't speak on player DeRozan? Because he doesn't exist.
But
And
good thing, these are the Eastern regular season standings.
Bro, it's no way. I can't believe that you have DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings over Dallas, Minnesota,
I said it could be
OKC.
interchangeable. I said it could be interchangeable.
Yeah, but interchange Sacramento to the bottom. Like, I don't know.
Third or fourth, it works.
All right, I guess. Gary, who you got?
For my West teams, I got kind of feel like it's gonna be kind of similar to last year.
Mhm.
I probably do Thunder first, Timberwolves second.
Mhm.
Got Memphis third actually with Ja back. A lot of people sleeping on Ja. I got Denver four. I feel like I put them at four, like just for what they've done in the past. I feel like they might drop some
Mhm.
couple spots. I got Mavs at five, Suns six. I got Lakers at seven. just because of the new coach addition.
Hmm.
If they stay healthy, they might move up maybe 1 or 2 spots also.
Hmm.
And then I got Pelicans 8, but I might change that up. I ain't gonna lie, cause I just realized they got no center, bro.
Yeah, no fun.
They
Didn't it?
got no
Well,
Oh
oh
yeah,
center,
they
yeah,
so
got
that's
I
right. They lost
probably
Jonas.
they got Daniel Tice. I think that's their center.
yeah,
The
like
coach said that Herb Jones is gonna play at center.
yeah, that's
That's
fucking
that
crazy.
sounds
That's
stupid as
crazy.
hell.
That's crazy as hell. It's either gonna be Pelicans or Houston.
For your
I
eighth.
Houston.
probably do Houston though,
Okay,
just because of the talent they got. But yeah,
all right. And honestly, I'll just go next. Like mine is like fairly similar to yours. Um, I got OKC at 1. I don't see how OKC is bad this year. Like it'll shock me. Um, I got Dallas at 2nd with the caveat that like Luca is playing like Luca, Kyrie's doing his thing, and Clay don't even got to do anything special. Like just play basketball.
Oh, he has to hit his
Like
shots at
get
this
open. Yeah,
because
just
he
get
ain't doing.
open and make your shots. Um, I had Denver at 3 and the Timberwolves at 4, but I'm gonna switch that. So I'm gonna go Timberwolves at 3, Denver at 4, more for the same reasons that like Gary said. Like I like Denver. I think there is going to be a drop off in the regular season. Nothing that's gonna affect them in the playoffs, but for sure in the regular season. Um, I got the Suns at 6 only because I'm sorry, no, that's 5. Sorry, got the Suns at 5, mainly because they got a center now. I mean, a point guard now, so they can like actually like run plays and not just worry about these three dudes just jacking up shots. Um, I got Memphis at 6, with Ja being back and everything. I got the Lakers at 7, and I got San Antonio at 8. I think that because just it's been proven like statistically, except for probably the Warriors, but we knew that wasn't going to work. Adding Chris Paul to your team does like wonders for some strange reason. So I don't see why that doesn't happen now, especially on a young team that was clearly missing that leadership last season with Chris Paul. And then you got Chris Paul being a point guard, so he's going to be able to like control everything. He's going to be able to mentor Stephon Castle and everything. So I think that they can like sneak their way into the eighth seed, um, and we could see um, a Chet Holmgren OKC to Wemby San Antonio first round. So I'm excited to see that. Alan?
All right. So for my first seed, I have OKC.
Mm-hmm.
Second seed, I have the Suns.
Damn.
Third seed, yeah. A third seed, I have the Timberwolves. Then after that, I have the Doncic and the Mavericks. Then I have the Grizzlies. Then I have the Denver Nuggets. Then I have LA. Then I have the Pelicans.
When you say LA, you mean the Lakers, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I
Okay.
meant the Lakers. Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody got the Grizzlies in there. I don't see the Grizzlies making the playoffs. I
Uh,
don't see the Grizzlies making the
Playoffs.
playoffs first year.
I think adding Ja is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Tabari's back too. And
Agreed.
then they have Jaren Jackson
Yeah,
Jr. and Bane. And then all the players they had previously, like the great role players they had, are still on the team.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
like the West is gonna be
yeah, it's gonna.
the West gonna be wild.
I
And
mean,
and for the West, we probably all
Somebody
gonna be
not getting
wrong.
in.
Yeah, we probably
yeah,
all
it's
gonna be
gonna be
wrong.
wrong. Yeah,
Um,
but
but
all it takes is one player to go down.
yeah, and I think that the thing for Memphis, I think that the fact that they have Edie playing next to JJJ mainly for rebounding because Jaren Jackson Jr. is a terrible rebounder. There's no reason you should be 6'11" and you average 6 rebounds. That is ridiculous. That's crazy.
Hey,
But
Brook Lopez is 7 feet, and he just
that's true.
he's a moving fossil though. So
Yeah. Yeah, but I think that's why I would put Memphis back into that position into the playoffs because they feel the need, and then like Alan said, they have their whole role playing core back, so it's not like that's gonna like negatively affect negative. So
So somebody's not getting it.
I mean, yeah,
That's how crazy the West is.
oh
Somebody
yeah, for
might not
sure,
get in
for sure. And honestly, like personally, I think it's gonna be the Pelicans that's not gonna get in, just
unless
because.
they trade for a center. Because like with Zion and I think Ingram is on the contract year, isn't it, Brandon? Or the he signed?
No, he didn't get an
Um,
extension.
yeah, I don't think he got it.
Yeah, he's trying to pay for some money, and then they just added DeJounte Murray.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. So yeah, I mean, I think that honestly, I think this is gonna be good to see. It's gonna be good to like come back to this at like the midway point of the season, like All Star break, kind of to see where where we are in our rankings,
I'd
and then at
be
the end of the
surprised if
season,
Sacramento second.
bro, that's not gonna happen. Like, I love that you dying on this hill, but
Uh,
Sacramento,
no,
I can't. I just can't. I don't know. DeMar DeRozan don't move. I feel about DeMar DeRozan how I feel about Paul George. Like neither one of them do. I feel like you can put them anywhere, and like nothing's gonna change.
the the problem with Sacramento is that they don't have like a top 15 player. So like, how's like
I mean, that's
and Dion
arguably.
and Dion is playing on the contract year too. Because I
oh
think
yeah,
he
five?
just
Yeah,
denied his extension,
Oh yeah, because he
so
going to the
he could
Heat.
get
That's why.
yeah,
more
yeah.
nets.
Because
Because
if he hits
Jody,
all
we got
NBA,
Jody.
yeah, because if he hits all NBA, he gets 5 years, 300.
Like first, second, or third team.
Yeah, as opposed to like 4 250 around there. So I think he just wants the more money.
He might not make that, but
He's not gonna do that West.
we'll hold we'll hold that conversation because
But
we
if he comes to
definitely
Brooklyn,
we'll definitely
definitely get.
we'll definitely talk about that. Talk about that on another episode. But yeah, so there you guys have it. This was great. There you guys have it. Just talking about who we think will be 1 to 8. As I mentioned earlier, we have our new format. This was fun. I enjoyed. Hope you guys also enjoyed. We got the season starting Tuesday, October 22nd, and yeah, and after next week on next week's episode, we'll be able to, we would have seen all of the teams play, and we'll give Alan the opportunity to walk back his Hawk statement
Yeah,
after they start off the season. oh,
Like, first 10
and
games.
3. Nah, I'm joking though. But yeah, no, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for Alan and Curtis for joining me and Gary on the pod. Just kind of expanding what we talk about a little bit. So thank you guys. Make sure you guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you're listening to this on Spotify, make sure you guys follow the page. I don't think Spotify has likes, but it has follows. So, just run those numbers up. Um, and we'll appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next week. I'll let y'all later. Peace.
peace.